In this podcast, we are going to learn how you can find a data value to get a certain average. So we'll look at two examples. The first one, in the first 5 games of the NBA Finals in 2016, Stephen Curry scored the following points per game: 26, 28, 29, 19, and 31. How many points would he have to score in Game 6 if he wanted to average 30 points a game? Well, think about the definition of average. An average is when you add up how many terms you have and then divide by how many there are. So if I want the average of his first 5 games, let's try that. Let's add up his point total for the first 5 games. 26 plus 28 plus 24 plus 19 plus 31. So here's his first 5 games. I'll hit enter. I'm going to divide by 5, and I'll hit control enter. So on average, he's scoring about 25.6 points per game his first 5 games. So again, to find that number, we added them all up, and we divide it by 5. But what about if we want to figure out how many points he needs to score the 6th game? Well, what we can do is just take his 5-game average, the 128, but we're going to add one more score to that. And now we have 6 terms that we're going to average, so we're going to divide by 6. And we know that we want the answer to be 30 points per game. Okay, so we can use guess and check. We can guess an amount of points, 128 plus maybe like 40 points, and then hit enter and divide by 6 and see how close we can get to 30. Another way is we can solve it algebraically. So if you think about solving an equation, we have 128 plus x divided by 6. Let's get rid of the divided by 6 first. How do you get rid of a divided by 6? You multiply each side by 6. So let's do that. 6 divided by 6 is 1, that cancels. And we'll get 128 plus x equals, and then we'll multiply 30 times 6, should be 180. We'll double check 30 times 6, 180, so I'll put that there. Okay, and then last step is we need x. How many points should he score? So let's get rid of the 128, it's being added, so let's subtract 128 from each side, and we will get x equals 52. So in order for Stephen to score 30 points per game, he would need to score 52 points in Game 6 to average 30 points a game. Let's try it one more time. Let's say Bree recorded the amount of time in hours she spent on her phone the last 6 days. 9 hours, 8, 7, 5.5, 7, and 6. How many hours should she spend on her phone the next day to average 7 hours per day for the week? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 6 days. Let's add up those 6 days. So we have 9 plus 8 plus 7 plus 5.5 plus 7 plus 6. All right, so in 6 days, this is 6 days, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, she has a total of 42.5 hours. But we're going to add another day, that 7th day, and to average 7 days, we're going to divide by 7. So this is times x is our number, and we want to average 7 hours a day. Again, to solve algebraically, how do you get rid of a divided by 7? We're going to multiply by 7. So we have 42.5 plus, there should be a plus x, I apologize. So plus x equals 49. We'll subtract 42.5 from each side, and we will get x equals 6.5. So if Bree spends 6.5 hours that last day, she will average 7 hours per week. You can check your answer. You can plug in a 6.5 and for x and do 42.5 plus 6.5 and hit enter. Divide by 7, and you should get 7. In class, we're going to practice box plots one more time. I'll give you either the advanced or remedial, depending on how much practice you need, and then we will move on tomorrow.